Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is a Screenwriter's Rant on tarot. Yes, I said it right. It's not tarot. a horror movie about a deck of tarot cards and everybody's gonna die. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 13 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Okay, do I have to even explain this one? I mean, it's so done. Um, Anyhow, they find a group of young people. It's always young people. Yeah, I don't want to look at old people getting killed. I want to look at hot young women. So they find a tarot deck. Oh, spooky! In a house, in an attic, and then some hot chick reads everybody's tarot cards. But oh, it's all bad. It's all bad. That's not what tarot cards do, by the way. But you know, May 10th, if you want to see this, getting into the summer type movies. So there are different characters on the tarot cards, and so each character, you know, they have one in the middle as some kind of spread. I've never seen this spread, actually. I'm not like a believer in tarot cards, but I think they're neat. I like to look at them, and I like to. I have a little app on my phone. I'll read my tarot cards once in a while for fun, like I read my horoscope. It doesn't work, but I like to do it because it's fun to me. I like it. But yeah, I mean, the tarot cards, you know, people often misinterpret the death card, right? They say, oh my God, the death card. Yeah, that just represents change. It's not supposed to, like, kill you. It's not, that's not what it is. You're not supposed to read the tarot cards and go, oh my God, I'm going to die on Wednesday. It's a horoscope. It's like a horoscope, except you're using a deck of cards. It's a little more elaborate. So when you go to the boardwalk and they read your tarot cards and they figure out something about you, it's probably because they told you. You told them, I should say. They ask you a bunch of innocuous questions, and then they make conclusions based on that, and they slowly kind of gauge your reaction to as they kind of drift in and out to different things they pitch at you, and if your eyes go a little wider, they know, I'm on the right track here. That's how it all works. It's all BS, but it's fun BS. So they're trying to make a movie out of it. First act, there are a bunch of young people in an old house find the tarot cards, and the girl in the scene says, "Oh no, you're not supposed to use somebody else's tarot card deck." I think that's a rule. I'm not sure. So she uses it anyway, reads everybody's tarot cards, and then they all had a different character in the center when she read them, and then one by one they're horribly murdered by the embodiment of those characters, and it's all because of cards. It's kind of like a little bit like Final Destination. It's like your fate is sealed with the cards, but every card kills you. Apparently in this, every single card will murder you. So that's what you're going to get in the second act. A bunch of teenagers being horribly murdered. You know, they try to escape. Oh no! And then they get killed anyway, in ironic ways, probably connected to the jester or the fool, the magician. You know, all the characters from the tarot cards. None of the good ones. Only the ones that could sort of turn into evil. And then, I don't know, they probably have to go back to the house and use the deck or destroy it, or, I don't know, give the witch a fig, and then it's all good. You know, they might as well call this thing Jump Scare 56. I mean, that's what it looks like. Somebody's looking at the card, they pull the card away. Oh my God, it's a monster. Is it going to be good? I don't know. Is a roller coaster good in terms of its plot? Not really, but it'll be a thrill. That's essentially what it is. This is the cinematic equivalent of going into that, the House of Horrors thing where you sit in the car instead of walking around, and then people jump out or robots jumped out that look like monsters. And then you laugh, you have a good time, and then you get out of the car and, I don't know, go on a different ride. That's all it is to me. You know, it looks fine. You know, if you like these kinds of movies, I think it'll be pretty perfunctory. You know, by the numbers, boom, death, 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 and eventually, you know, about 2/3 of the way in, you'll go, oh yeah, she's gonna live. She's gonna be the one that lives and gets away. But then at the end of the movie, I don't know, she finds the tarot cards in her purse or something. Dun, 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 the end? Question mark. Um, you know, a lot of these movies, the thing I have a problem with is that they're lazy, right? Tarot cards are being misinterpreted even in this movie. They're using the, I think, in my opinion, the tropes of the tarot cards in order to kill people. You know, now you can sell that a little more because tarot cards are a little more mystical and mildly supernatural, I guess, and you know they're old, so that kind of sells it a little bit. But you know, to me, it's more interesting to be as close to the folktale or whatever as possible. Try to get as really close to it, and that to me lends it more validity. And then people watch it. I think a lot of people who would go see this movie probably are really into tarot cards, right? You would think like some young person who's in the tarot hears that a movie called Tarot is coming out. They're like, ooh, let's go see that movie. But then they're going to be disappointed because they've probably read all the literature about it, and you're kind of doing all the tropey things that only kind of normies know, right? I mean, the death card is a big one. Everybody says the same thing. Oh my God, the death card. Oh no, that's good. That means change. Like, none of the cards are meant to kill you. You'd have to do some extra, you know, work and not just make it about tarot cards in general, to make it an evil person who owned the tarot card deck maybe and changed it somehow. And maybe that's in here, but it's not in the trailer that I could see. So, you know, would I go see it? Nah. But I can understand that teenagers would go see it. I mean, back in the day, this would be a movie teenagers would go see in the 80s and 90s. You take your date, you give her a scare, and then you go get pizza. Yeah, nah, kind of tired of these movies. I mean, maybe if I hear it's great, maybe I'm wrong. It's possible I'm wrong. It's rare. But it's possible. Let's see, is there a write-up? Not really. First movie trailer for Tarot, starring Avantika, Harriet Slater, and Jacob Batalon. Who's Avantika? It's like Cher, just one name. Sting, Avantika, Aquafina. These people with one names. Get two names. I assume you're in movies. You have enough money to get yourself a second name. Go buy yourself a second name, please. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. I got 2 other videos I don't put on YouTube. I can't. Too spicy for the meatball. And that they're longer videos too. It's Hollywoke Hot Take and the News Blast. Can't put them here anymore. Once in a while I creep one in, but I always kind of regret it. I tried to do that a few weeks ago, and I ended up deleting it and go, nah, I'm not going to put that on YouTube. Because, you know. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you